evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Bankai. And yes, again, it was originally supposed to like resemble like Ichigo Kurizaki, so that's why I've like half nicknamed this the Strawberry. So you're welcome. Let me know if this literally, it won't ever catch on. I know, I fear there's no way I could possibly make this work. But you know what? For those who are wondering why I'm even wearing this in the first place, is because if you caught on by the title, this is our very first special event of 2023, and where we are celebrating my 25th anniversary, and we are celebrating it by me checking out a new song, a new video, once every hour, all the way throughout the 31st of January. So, if you're watching this on release, thank you so much for checking us out, and I hope I can continue entertaining you guys for many, many more birthdays to come, indeed. Thank you. Now, moving on to the matter at hand. When I was going to come back to do a lot of Megadeth, or a lot of my OG heavy metal stuff, I kind of did almost want to like go into a little bit more of the more modern stuff, because for me at least, this is sort of like, it's always interesting to like catch up on like the latest stuff. And I love my vintage stuff. I love my Van Halens. I love my Rush. But it has to be said, you kind of have to go with the times as well. And to be fair to Megadeth, they are one of those groups that will literally probably go on for years, because these guys have always got something left in the tank. These guys very, very rarely slow down. And the only real bad songs I've ever really covered from Megadeth in all my time are not really bad because, you know, they're very poorly thought out. I mean, I've listened to quite a lot of stuff on Super Collider, for example, and I actually thought there was quite a lot to be said about it. Just the sort of ones that are bad, in my opinion, are those that are just kind of forgettable. And what's worse, ladies and gentlemen, being bad or being boring? That's, you tell me. Now, with that being said, the response to Dystopia is quite a positive one from what I remember. So I thought, as opposed to doing the Threaders reel, I kind of wanted to go straight to the horse's mouth and actually do the music video to Dystopia, because I know it's animated and I'm a sucker for that sort of thing. I would have also included the story of OJ later on, but I know Jay-Z stuff is a little bit difficult to get out there, but we'll see. We'll see if we can. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Dystopia in 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, that's badass. There he is, guys.
All the questions to the answers that no one likes when someone insulted. Dystopia.
Dystopia. Dystopia.
What you don't know, the legend goes can hurt you. If
You only want to live and die in a cage.
there's panic and there's chaos rampant in the streets, where useless thoughts of peace are met with rage. Demoralized and overmastered people think the quickest way to end the war is lose. Dictatorship and starting with tyrannicide. You must destroy the cancer at its root. Dystopia. 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 Dystopia.
Oh no. Okay, no, hang on. No, we gotta. This first of all, the system has failed. Yeah, I do know that's also a pretty out there Megadeth reference, but then it just went from dystopia, and then it just growled something fierce at us, and I want to check it out again. Nice. There's nothing worse, quite more surprising, ladies and gentlemen, than seeing Evil Eddie stood there on the side of what I think is meant to be in Australia, and although this easily could be the Tyne Bridge, but no, it's in quite a different place altogether. And he's surrounded by little bots that are just under his control, and he's got a fucking sword. That's badass. And to be fair, again, this is almost not really surprising for Megadeth. They make some really badass things throughout the years, and I think personally, this is again in terms of like spectacle. This is the sort of thing you really want to like open your album on, because you can tell immediately, like, the themes it presents almost instinctively, and about the message. And what is the message to Dystopia? Take down dictators. Take down tyrannicals. Take back control. of yourselves. Especially when especially like it opens, and what you don't know, the legend goes, can't hurt you if you only want to live and die in fear, or live and die in a cage. I straight up love the fact this is the sort of thing that appeals to those who absolutely have wanted to say things for years, but have straight up never been able to say for fear of their own safety. And I think in the world we live in, ladies and gentlemen, where people will say things rampantly and ad nauseum, and it becomes like, the world becomes like almost a cesspool because of social media, that thousands of people can spread misinformation, toxicity, and they will still get popular from it. And there are people who literally get involved, who want to say honestly what they truly feel, and they will literally not get any sort of respect or help of anybody else. Social media has almost turned this whole planet into sort of like a very, very a paradoxical sort of copy of what really happens in the real world. Is that people who just want to get along in life, people who just want to, live peacefully and do all this and that, they get absolutely balls to the wall no. We like a hard no to them. And the only that no one likes you when someone ends up dead. Outlawing all the questions to the answers, that no one likes when someone ends up dead. It's brought to light that there are the world has not really moved on a great deal in terms of like peace or society ever since probably the reign of Emperor Napoleon. And what gets even more sort of out there is the fact that this is sort of like a chain of events that will continue and to get worse until suppression is stamped so heavily into society that, and listen, I consider myself probably one of the luckier ones that I live in Britain. And even though Britain is right now so fucking up its own arse about its government, its lack of responsibility, and the damage it's causing when it's straight up trying to fool and pull the wool over people's eyes, saying that everything is fine. No, take it from me, ladies and gentlemen, things going on in Britain at this moment are not fine. And I don't care if I'm recording this on the 23rd of January and you guys aren't seeing this until the 31st. It's not really, things are not going to change in the span of 8 days. I hate to be that guy, ladies and gentlemen, but I am that guy. Trust me. I've always wanted to say that. Now, the transition from dystopia, then the riff it kicks off with, and then the riff doesn't really die or stop. It adapts and changes. This is like also in like the peak of the story as well. It's that this is the moment where we rise up. This is the moment where the time for talking is over. Then we take action. And we've all been in very similar situations, ladies and gentlemen, where when our balls are to the wall, we have got nowhere else to go but to push people away. And that is when, ladies and gentlemen, the fight to regain control commences, when we actually push people back. If you're going to push people, then you know what, don't be surprised that they're going to be pushing you back. And certainly like right now, ladies and gentlemen, and again, I know that there are some parts of the world that are completely fucked up, like those fascist, sexist pigs, the Taliban, for the things they say about their women, or the fact that, oh god, where else as well, where the war in Ukraine. Honest to God, if I had the authority, I would be over there literally 12 months ago, ready to pump Putin with so much lead, I would literally make him my own personal pencil sharpener. And putting all of these things aside, ladies and gentlemen, don't be afraid. Never feel like you do not have the authority, the power, the control, or the say. You have all of those things, ladies and gentlemen. And more importantly, remember one of my old adages when it comes to politics, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to have your say. Take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And I will hope to see you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now. Freedom of speech, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we should make that your Bankai too.